Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a mountain, I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Planet Zoo Creations. Today we're going to be doing the yellow anaconda exhibit build. So first of all, we're going to get into the general information of the animal, then we're going to get into the build of the animal, and then we're going to have a short montage. So, general information of the yellow anaconda. The yellow anaconda, or Unectes notaeus, is least concerned population in the wild is unknown. The yellow anaconda, or Unectes notaeus, is a large yellow-scaled species of constrictor snake with brown-black saddles across its back. It can primarily be found in the tributaries, swamps, and marshes of the Paraguay River basin, but can also be located in Bolivia, Argentina, and Brazil. As generalist predators, the yellow anaconda will feed on most small to medium-sized animals that they are able to catch. The species is known for reaching large sizes. Adults can reach an average length of 3.3 to 4.4 meters, as well as an average weight of 25 to 35 kilograms. The largest specimen ever recorded was 4.6 meters long and weighed 55 kilograms. That is a big snake. Natural habitat. Natural habitat continents South Africa regions Paraguay, Bolivia, Argentina, and Brazil. In the biomes tropical and aquatic. Minimum habitat requirements. Temperature requirement is a minimum of 25 degrees Celsius to a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. And they need a humidity requirement of 80 to 90%. And they need obviously an exhibit. Species data. Social needs. Yellow anacondas are solitary animals and do not interact in the wild. It is rare that they will encounter each other except when males search for females to mate with. Reproduction. To mate, a female yellow anaconda will release pheromones attracting males to her chemical signals. Throughout this process, it's possible that multiple males can find the same female. In this situation, anacondas may form a mating ball in which many male snakes become entwined around one female. These balls can remain untangled for weeks. Usually it is the largest male that wins access to the female in order to mate, which normally takes place in water. After 6 months, the female will give birth to between 4 and 82 live young, which are independent from birth and reach sexual maturity at 3 to 4 years old. Group size excluding juveniles 1 up to 2. So we're just gonna do 1 female, 1 male. Dominance none. Mating system promiscuous. Averages size for a male and female yellow anaconda. The average size is 3.95 meters long. The life expectancy is both 20 years old for a male and a female yellow anaconda, and the weight expectancy for both a female and male yellow anaconda is 30 kilograms. If you want to read the life cycle, go ahead. Research status. Fun fact 1. The yellow anaconda is one of the largest species of snake in the world, second only to the green anaconda. The most famous anaconda in the world, actually. Fun fact 2. Yellow anacondas do not stop growing throughout their lives. Fun fact 3. Yellow anacondas feed mostly on wading birds that they ambush from underwater. Fun fact 4. After a big meal, a yellow anaconda will not need to eat for several months. In fact 5. Yellow anacondas release a chemical that deters ticks from biting them. And interspecies enrichment. The yellow anaconda doesn't benefit from sharing space with other species, of course. So, with that getting out of the way, we are having a rainy situation, but we're gonna create a pathway to get the exhibit in. So we're gonna build the exhibit right there. Alright, so since it's a South American animal, we're gonna have a South American one. I think that's fitting. And then, like I always do, I'm gonna create a square, basically. Like that. And then we just do it like this. Alright, that looks pretty decent. And now what I'll do is I'll create everything. So now we're gonna create the general plants area around it in the 4 squares. So biome, tropical. Was it tropical? It was tropical, right? Yeah, tropical, of course. Tropical, and then we need continent South/Central America. Okay, first of all, terrain. Give me this tool. Can it please stop raining as well? That I at least see something. Why is this obstructed? And there we go, it stopped raining, finally. Will this work now? No. But why is it pointing to here being a water area? That's not what I want. I want... Why is it saying... Nice, something like that. Yeah, looks pretty natural actually. It's like a little... Yeah, actually it looks pretty decent. Yeah, now we'll just get something around it to make it look Southern American as possible. That is basically the biggest thing that I want to try, is always create with exhibit animals the place fully that it looks as much South American as possible, or whatever continent that is. If you saw my Eastern brown snake video, you will notice that it was all in theme of and it was all in theme of Australia. Where can I place this one? And it's raining again. I guess that's what you have with South American builds. A lot of rain, tropical forests, rainforests. Okay, we need some bigger trees though. We need to make a rainforest vibe. How does this look? I mean, decent, but it's not giving me a rainforest vibe that I want, but looking alright. Maybe if I could get these nut trees here. Kind of fill in the gaps, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's better. I'll take that little forest here and then a little shorter here and then the big trees over there. We'll take that. That's looking pretty decent. Okay. Let's buy ourselves some yellow anaconda, shall we? Okay, we have you, a golden one. Let's go. And then you. Silver. That's really two great animals. That is it. Okay. Oh, I see them already. Oh my lord, they're big. I've never done this animal, even though they're my private. And that's crazy. That is a crazy species. That is phenomenal. Alright, so now that we have the environment done, let's get into the exhibit build itself. So, obviously, we're gonna need to look at what they need, so layout. Now I'm gonna need like a camera, basically. A little bit like this, yeah. Okay. There's a plank in the plant in the back there. Okay, you can have it because I feel like it's a little bit empty, so I like it a little bit more like this. Maybe that plant can go. No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. This log, yeah, sure. That branch. Where's the last one? Last one can definitely stay over there. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. It's looking good. Looking good like that. High basking land. A low. Where's the low? Oh, there. Yeah, that's looking decent. And the mid height. Where's the mid height one? There. That kind of shines in the water here. Yeah, let's keep that one, but then I wanna. No, let's delete this one and let's just keep that one. Yep. These two. Or one. Yeah. Let's just do one. I don't know if it's really gonna help a lot. I don't know. Let's just keep one. Okay, perfect. Now the climate temperature needed to be up. Let's do it to 26 and Humidity is alright, but let's put it up to 85. There we go. Okay, and then it's done. Then that's the build basically for the yellow anaconda. Done. Very nice. I love that there's finally a water exhibit animal, kind of. With this water section here and here. That's beautiful, and running through here. Meanwhile, the zoo is getting, like, the zoo area is getting really wildly wet, but hey. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the montage, and I hope you guys enjoyed the exhibit builds. Yeah, they're also part of it, so I hope you guys just enjoyed this area around it, and then the build itself and the animal. So, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. The next video will be an Asian animal. That's the only tip I'm gonna give. So thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.